Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I stand to support this motion. Mr. Speaker, this is not a normal procedural motion. This is a motion that speaks to the history of the Constitution and the freedom of the legislature from the executive. Mr. Speaker, it's a motion that we should debate with pride and to remind ourselves where we came from. Mr. Speaker, in those days, and we happen to have been fortunate to serve under the old Constitution, the head of state had the powers to prorogue Parliament. Mr. Speaker, we did not have power to make calendar for ourselves as we are doing today, to determine that we are going to go into recess this time, we are going to debate up to this period of time. Mr. Speaker, we would be in the House debating, and just because State House and the head of state was not happy with the fire that was in the House, by the end of the day you'd hear, we have been sent home. So, Mr. Speaker, this motion of the calendar of this House, we must debate it and emphasize the freedom of this legislative body. And Mr. Speaker, as we stand here, I want to pay tribute to members of the Senate who walked before us and who knew what the freedom and the power of independence of this Senate stands for. Mr. Speaker, some of them, we don't have them here. But you will remember, Mr. Speaker, and those of us who were outside then, watching Senator Malala, Mr. Speaker, being hounded because he didn't want to vote in a certain way. Mr. Speaker, I pay tribute to some of them who have gone to serve in the cabinet. Senator Murkomen, some of them are here, Senator Faki, Senator Madzayo, when they stood and said, even if our counties are gaining, we will vote to make sure that this Senate remains independent. We will come together and resist the removal of power of the money from some of the counties like Tana River County. Mr. Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to remind this House, Mr. Speaker, that during this session, there will be times that your party will give you instructions. My party will give me instructions. But this Senate, in this session, Mr. Speaker, there will be times that we must close ranks. We will not speak as opposition, we will not speak as government, but we will close ranks and say, let us do the right thing for devolution. Let us protect our counties, those who are gaining and those who are losing. Mr. Speaker, we must remember that during this session, we will work together and independently execute our mandate without fear, without intimidation. So I submit, Mr. Speaker, in support of this calendar. I thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.